aim, and you will work for that one, and you will keep an ambition what you want to be, and we will work as a student to get the good mark, and ultimately we will pass some examinations, and satisfactorily or happily we will join that courses, and we will get some salary, some positions, and we will lead a family life, and by helping our parents also. Every life is having or dream, moving with their dream itself, and we are all working for that one only. And there are great people are there in the life that we could meet, that in between sometimes they will leave all the materialistic life, and they will go in another direction, and that direction means, and they will leave all their materialistic happiness for the welfare of other human beings. And that is a great thing sometimes happens, and sometimes we cannot even imagine also. As a teacher, I am standing in front of you, and sometimes we cannot imagine. But there are some life decisions are there, and sometimes it may be decided by the God Himself. They will tell that, "Bhaiya, aap ye aisa ho jayega," and then leave that job and you will do the things. And we are very happy today to get such an eminent personality sitting in front of we people. And one important thing is that, and he is also from Navodaya, like you people studied from 6th class onwards in Navodaya. And by name, we will call them as Swamijis only, but by name he is Jagdish Sukhalal Deshmukh ji from Maharashtra, and studied in Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya, Bhusaval in Jalgaon district of Maharashtra, and was a top scorer, first rank in 10th class, and after that second rank in 12th class in Nasik division, and completed his B.Tech from Mechanical Engineering from VJTA College, Mumbai and Pune University. And after that, as any other normal human beings, trying to get some job, and he worked as a lecturer in 3 colleges in Mumbai and Pune University for 8 years. And we can say that twist has come once in a while, decided to be in the path of spirituality. And for the last 10 years, working as a full-fledged devotee of ISKCON. You must have heard about an international organization for Krishna consciousness, working for, and almost visited 52 Navodayas, and as well as more than thousands of colleges and schools, for spreading spiritual knowledge, guiding the students and the people in the field of life skills and values. And on behalf of JNV Kozhikode, and this is our proud privilege to welcome Swamiji to the Vidyalaya today. And I request him to guide our children also. Please, sir. Come, sir. 1 minute.
I feel so happy to be able to be amongst you today evening at Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya Calicut, Kozhikode. Spelling is Kozhikode, but pronunciation is Kozhikode. Okay. So thank you all for coming together for a small session. सब हिंदी समझते हैं? हाँ? नहीं समझते हिंदी? ओके, आप लोग समझते हैं. इंग्लिश, थोड़ा हिंदी थोड़ा इंग्लिश, हाँ? आधा देश आप लोग समझते नहीं समझते हैं? हाँ? ओके, इंग्लिश आई विल स्पीक. ठीक है. इसको बंद कर दो. खिड़की खोल सकते हैं. So I speak about life values, life skills, life science nowadays. I was teaching mechanical science for 8 years in engineering college, but I thought the biggest subject, the most important subject to teach in the world is life science. Today, in the name of modern science, we simply study physics, chemistry, mathematics, biology, which is given by mainly Western people, mainly Europeans, British people. Some हाँ medium
चालू करके इसको
हाँ सर medium. Yes sir. Thank you. So we can close the door. We can close the door. ठीक है नॉर्मल स्पीड Yes, I was speaking about life science. Simply, in the name of modern science, we are studying physics, chemistry, maths, biology, given by Western people mainly. And even in that, 90% names are British people, Europeans. Why? Because they wanted to rule on this great country. देश पे उनका शासन चाहिए था उनको. वो लोग सोचे, they thought this nation has got strength in Vedic knowledge, Vedic science. Unless we remove this Vedic science from the society, they cannot be ruled over, enslaved. So they systematically studied all our culture, all our systems, and they changed the education system, saying that all your books, Vedic science books, are simply Hindu mythology books. They term it as Hindu mythology books. You know, myth means mithya, झूठा. जब बोल दिया, when they said mythology, then all the importance was gone, all the value was gone in those books. People thought, okay, and they said, our books, our philosophy, our science is higher, is very advanced, modern science. And then systematically they changed the whole education system. So today we have only human research based information as a modern science. You please listen the words I am using. Human research based information as a science. By definition, science means that knowledge which does not change with time. By definition, science means that knowledge which does not change with time. But nowadays we see all our modern books, modern information keep changing with human research. With human research. The name itself or the word itself, research, indicates that all our search will never be perfect, complete, and truth. There will be always some defect, some limitations, some missing thing in that search. That's why we need to go for research. You understand? Research, searching again and again and again to know the truth. What is the truth? What is the actual thing? I will give example of biology. In biology, the subject we have, not just even schooling, but even college and then even medical science, MBBS course, MD course, MS course. They study only the physical body of plants, animals and human beings as a biology. Physical bodies, the organs, their systems, they study. And they say this is our medical science, biology, life science. But they have no scope for study of the influence of mind, intelligence, ego, and above that, spirit, soul. They have no scope to speak about, to mention something about mind, importance of mind, the functions of mind, or the mechanism of mind, intelligence, ego, and soul. They don't speak about anything about. They don't speak anything about these things, because they say we cannot see mind, we cannot see intelligence, we cannot see ego, we cannot see soul. So we cannot observe, we cannot understand, we cannot say anything about these things. They deny the existence of soul, even mind also. They deny. As a science, they deny. That's why in our books, simply physical knowledge is given, physical knowledge, bodily knowledge, but nothing about mind, intelligence, ego. Without ego, we cannot live. We cannot function without ego. Ego means our identification. ईगो मीन्स अवर आइडेंटिफिकेशन, अहम, अहंकार, अहम, कि हम खुद को क्या समझते हैं, अहम. दो होता है, ईगो दो होता है. ईगोज आर टू, वन इज रियल ईगो, वन इज फॉल्स ईगो. व्हाट इज रियल ईगो? द एक्चुअल identification, the actual understanding of a real self is real ego. जो हम हैं वो समझना, to consider oneself as who we are, as who we are, and और जो हम नहीं हैं, that thing which we are not there, which we are not, to consider that is known as false ego. To consider something else which we are not is known as false ego, झूठा अहंकार. So what we are? What is the intelligence? What is the mind? What is the soul beyond the body? Unless we know, we cannot really get the fulfillment, satisfaction of the heart simply with academic performance, simply with material advancement, simply with earning money, a big position. That was my personal experience. When I was studying BTech course in Mumbai, in college, VJTI college, that time some ISKCON devotees used to come in the hostel, college hostels, once in a week for 2 hours, and they were taking Bhagavad Gita class in our hostel. The class was optional, not compulsory, optional. Those who want to attend, they used to attend. So in 3rd semester, I got chance to listen first time from Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is the small book which is known as essence of all the Vedic sciences, which was spoken recently. Recently means 5,000 years back. 5,000 years ago, Lord himself, Lord Krishna, spoke Bhagavad Gita on the battlefield. He made Arjuna as the instrumental to speak Bhagavad Gita. Life science, all the universal science he gave, because Vedic knowledge was lost in due course of time. Was lost means some portions were lost in due course of time. So in Kali Yuga, this age is known as Kali Yuga. Modern history, अपना जो इतिहास है, modern history, they don't consider, they don't mention these names, Kali Yuga, Dwapar Yuga, Treta Yuga, Sati Yuga. They don't mention. They give other names, and their history is only maximum 5,000 years old. Even not 5,000 years old. 2,100 years old. Modern history जो है ना, आफ्टर डिपार्चर, एडी है ना, एडी बोलते हैं ना, यीशु जो थे, जीसस, when he passed away, when he left, after departure, एडी, बिफोर क्राइस्ट, इतना कुछ ज़्यादा nothing more is mentioned in our history books. We think that this age is the highest advance or the more advanced than previous ages. But actually, if we see real history books, Ramayana, Mahabharata, then Vedic Bhagavad, Puran, there are many Puranas. If we see, if we hear, listen, read, study, we come to know that universal history is given, which is lakhs and lakhs of years old. Crores of years are old, years old. History is given, not just planet Earth, not just India, but the whole universe. Universal history is given in Vedic books. All this I came to know when I was studying in third semester engineering college. So I was so much excited to know that so much knowledge is given, so much information is given in Vedic books, Upanishad, Vedas, and in short, Bhagavad Gita. I was very happy to study that, know that about life, who we are, what is this world, who made this world, why he made this world, why do we take birth and we die. Modern science will never ask such questions, that why do we die, why do we take birth, where from we come in this world, where do we go after death. Modern science has no scope to think about these questions. Is there life on other planets, on other stars? Modern science is trying to find out. But Vedic science books give information in detail that on each planet, on each star in the universe, life is there. Some places life is of higher kind, some places life is of lower kind. Higher species, lower species than earthly species. I was so excited to know that so much knowledge is given. There is no need to do research. Simply, if we can be humble enough to read and see, all the knowledge will be understood. All the things. We get questions sometimes. Where from we have come to this world? We get sometimes question. Because the life in this world is not for all time, is not permanent, it's for some time. So that gives us impetus to know, to find out where will we go after death. People say, we must think about future prospects, we must think about. Yes, the future prospect is not only about job and career for some time, some years. Future prospects must be even about our life after death. Life after death. Because as per Vedic science, life is there after death also. Life is there after death also. And life was there before birth also. Before our birth in this body, life was there in another form, and life will be there in another form after this bodily destruction. It's a good news that we continue to exist for all time. It's a good news that our existence is not only for short time. Our existence is all time. They say eternal. What is that word? Eternal, immortal, all time. It's a good news to know that we never die, because we never take birth as a soul, as a part of God, as a divine part of God. We never take birth. As a soul, we never become a disease. As a soul, we never become old. So we never die. What to speak of dying? As a soul, we never become tired also. You see, in the sleep, in the night time sleep, body is tired, so body is sleeping. But we, the soul inside the body, is not sleeping, is awake. Is awake. You see, we have the sense of being, even in sleep. I am there, my breathing is going on, and sometimes we dream. Sometimes we dream in sleep. How is it possible that body is sleeping in one place, not moving, still, body still, but we experience driving, eating, dancing, speaking in a dream, and we think, we feel that is happening actually. That time in dream we think that's real happening. We enjoy, sometimes we suffer in dream, in bad dreams. How does this happen? Because soul is always awake. We are awake. We means soul. I'll give you an example. Our physical body is always changing. From the birth, or to speak of birth, even 9 months in the mother's womb, 9 months we spend. We don't now remember. But our mother remembers that 9 months we were in her womb from day one. Our size, our shape, body was developing day by day, day by day, day by day. 9 months it got some form so that it can come out. It can get delivered outside. We were born one day. And then from that day, body is always changing. What to say, day by day, body changing moment to moment. Some cells in the body always taking birth, some are dying. Cells going on body level. But we don't feel, I have changed. I'm not the same person who was born. We don't feel. We feel, I'm the same. Our mother says that, oh, my child now has grown up. But child is the same. The person in the body is the same which was born. And the person in the body now is same. So our bodies may be changing, but our cells not changing. This is one level. Second, mind. Mind also keeps changing. Mind is so restless, mind is so flickering that mind always keeps changing. Thoughts, thinking keeps changing. Morning mind is one type. Lunch time mind is second type. Evening time mind is third type. So many types we can see. Mind is changing always. So we are not the physical body made of flesh and bones, 5 elements. With 5 elements mainly earth, water, fire, air, sky. Body is made of 5 elements, physical body. Even all the things in the world, even universe itself is made of 5 elements. Earth, water, fire, air, ether. Ether means sky. Okay, mind. So we are not the body, physical body, which is changing. We are not the mind, which is always changing. Body is our vehicle. Body is our staying place. Body is our residence. Body is our residence for some time. Mind is our instrument. Mind is our instrument. The power. Mind is our power. Or some Shakti. Mani Shakti hai. Intelligence, बुद्धि is also changing with time. कभी बुद्धि चलती है, कभी नहीं चलती है ना. Sometimes intelligence functions, sometimes intelligence doesn't function. कभी दिमाग काम करता है, कभी दिमाग काम नहीं करता. एग्ज़ाम के समय जो है दिमाग चलना चाहिए, नहीं चलता है. एग्ज़ाम टाइम our intelligence should function, but sometimes it does not function. So we are not even the intelligence which keeps changing. Ego is our identification, our position, our status, our designation. That also keeps changing with time. Ego means our status, position, also keeps changing. But we, as a soul, we never change. We are the same all time. If we understand this one point, that the unchanging element in this body, in this life, is the spirit soul, who is the eternal part of the Supreme Lord. And we have come to this world from that eternal world of the Supreme Lord. For some time we have come. And one day we have to go. If we know where from you have come, we'll be happy to go back. Nowadays people don't know where from they have come, so they fear death. They fear leaving the body. The fear is because of not knowing what is happening. Because they don't know what's happening. They don't know what is death. They don't know where will I go after death. So they fear. They feel anxiety. They feel pain to leave the world, to leave the body. But those who know where from I have come, they'll be happy to go back. Knowing that anyway this world is not my permanent place. This world is not my permanent place. Even this body also is not my permanent place or residence. I came in this body one time, some years back. So now time has come that body is not of any use. Body is not of any use. Body is useless. Body is not functioning properly in the old days. So it's better to leave this painful body, which gives pain in the old age, not functioning properly. We cannot eat, we cannot sleep, we cannot function. So it's good to leave this body and go back home, back to God. That's how जगह नहीं है. That's how you can. ओके, आपका दोस्ती नहीं है? आई थॉट आपको झगड़ा हुआ है. तो मैं क्या बोल रहा था? व्हाट आई वाज सेइंग लास्ट टाइम. हाँ. If we know that we have come from some place, then to go back to that place will not be difficult, will not be painful. लेकिन आज लोग जो है, people today nowadays don't know that who we are, what is death, that life is there after death also. They don't know. They don't know that there is one permanent place, God's abode, eternal world is there. See, we all want to live. We all want to live for all time, if possible. Not just live, we want to be happy all time, without old age, without disease, without any pain, because it's our natural right, natural state to always exist. Natural thing to always exist. It's our nature to always exist as a divine part of God. They use the term Sat Chit Ananda. Sat Chit Ananda. Combined together, Satchidananda. Sat means eternal, unchanging. Sat. Sat से शब्द आता है सत्य. सत्य. Sat plus ya. That which is unchanging is Satya. The same. Shashvat, eternal. Sat. Chit means Gyan, Chinmay. बोले Chinmay. Gyanamay, Chinmay. Chinmay मतलब ज्ञानमय, Chinmaya. So soul by nature is eternal, deathless, birthless. Soul is Jnanamay, full of knowledge. Each soul is divine. So each soul is divine. Each soul has knowledge. You see, all the animals, all the insects, all the birds have inbuilt knowledge for life. They don't need to come to college school for knowing how to live, how to have family, how to manage the family, how to feed the family. They don't need any coaching classes. They don't need any job also. You see, animals, all the birds, all the living beings, they have got inbuilt intelligence, knowledge they have got. Who gives knowledge? Because they all are parts of God. That's why all have knowledge. Even small ant also has knowledge. How to get the food, how to live, how to make the house. You see, sometimes ants make such a big house. क्या बोलते उसे? Ant hill. क्या बोलते हैं? Ant hill. कितना बड़ा होता है कभी उतना? Have you seen sometimes ant hills? Ant hills. Millions of ants work together and make such a big house, mansion. As in ant hill. So they have such a small body, but they together make such a big house. Sometimes snakes live there in the ant hills. Okay. Chit means jnana. Chinmay, chit. Ananda, Sat Chit Ananda. By nature, soul is pleasure seeking. Soul is pleasure seeking. We need pleasure to live. It's our natural desire, natural our state to be happy, to get pleasure, to relish pleasure. But because of our physical body, we get limits. We have limits. We cannot have that real pleasure, real life, because body is born, body is changing, body is getting pain from the time of birth. You see, at the time of birth, so much painful for child also, for mother also. So much painful time. Sometimes that mother dies because of pain. Even sometimes child dies because of pain of the birth. Now we say, after many years, happy birthday, but the birth was not happy. Not happy for the mother, not happy for the child. It is painful. It is painful. That's why child cries after birth, because so much painful to come out, to get delivered. So much painful. Anyway, so we have short time now. We have 10 minutes. I'll end in short time. So, when I came to know about this basic life science, that when I came to know about this basic things, that we are the eternal divine parts of God. No birth, no death. We can exist all time. Our nature is spiritual. Our nature is divine, spiritual, not material. So our happiness should be spiritual, divine, not material bodily pleasure. Body cannot give pleasure. We feel, oh, body will give pleasure. We feel body will give pleasure, but ultimately body gives pain only. If you can know that the real pleasure is of not the mind also, not even intelligence, not even ego, the real pleasure, which is unending, which is unlimited, pure pleasure, is of the soul, in association, in company of the Supreme Lord. And God is there. The Supreme Lord is there in the bodies, in the hearts of all living beings. Always there to accompany, to give the support, to give love and care to all the divine souls. What is there? All the scriptures mention this, that God is a Father, God is a Supreme Father of all living beings. He is always there to support us, to maintain us. So this one thing that our life is not by chance, our life is not accidental because of chemicals, as modern science say sometimes. Two theories have made the society atheistic. Two modern science theories have made the society, human society, more atheistic. नास्तिक बना दिया, atheistic. कौन सी theory है? एक है evolution theory, Darwin's evolution theory, chemical theory, कि जीवन कैसे आया? How did life came into existence? How did life come? From chemicals, from protein molecules, amino acids mixing one single cell organism known as amoeba. Life came, and then one single cell animal, that organism got evolved in two-celled, and then multi-celled, then aquatics. No, this is not the truth. कि केमिकल से जीवन नहीं आया है. All the scientists together have not been able to create a single cell in the laboratory. केमिकल मिक्स किया और कोई एक सिंगल पेशी बनाया, सिंगल सेल बनाया, ये संभव नहीं हुआ है. दिस हैज़ नॉट बीन पॉसिबल. बट दे जस्ट इमेजिन ऐसा हुआ होगा. सो वैदिक साइंस गिव्स इंफॉर्मेशन कि लाइफ इज बिकॉज ऑफ द डिवाइन पार्ट्स, स्पिरिचुअल सोल्स. The symptom of the soul is consciousness. The symptom of the soul is consciousness. This disc has no consciousness. So we say dead matter, non-living. Our bodies have consciousness because soul is there. So we say all these are living beings because soul is there. The moment soul leaves the body, we say body is unconscious. Body is non-conscious, unconscious. Body is dead now. Body is dead because the person has left. We say, oh, our grandmother, our grandfather has left the body, left the world. Body is still there. But we say, our so and so has left. So who has gone? By common sense, we can understand. The soul inside the body, who was living and maintaining the body, has now gone for future journey. Anyway, last point I will say that if we can know, understand, feel, experience that we all are divine, eternal parts of God. God is not simple one idol, some just small any object. God is the Supreme Lord, all powerful, all beautiful, all loving, all knowledgeable, all merciful, all wealthy, all renounced also, renounced. He is our Supreme Mother, Father. Our connection is there with the Supreme Lord. And that will give you positivity, that will give you empowerment, self-confidence, self-control and self-satisfaction. Ultimately in life we want one thing, self-satisfaction. बहुत पैसा कमाया, बहुत बड़ा बन गए हम लोग, लेकिन यदि आत्मा समाधान नहीं होगा तो कोई उपयोग नहीं है. At the end we want self satisfaction, and by this self knowledge, by this spiritual knowledge, we get the self satisfaction that yes, we have the permanent life with the Supreme Lord. Thank you all. Any question? 1, 2 question? Any doubt you may have about what I spoke? Did you understand what I said? Did you understand basic things? That body is there, mind is there, intelligence is there, and above all, soul is there. that is we, real self, and this soul is part of Supreme Lord. जो बोलते ना, तुम्ही हो माता पिता, तुम्ही हो बंधु सखा, तुम्ही हो साथी, तुम्ही सहारे, कोई न अपना सिवा तुम्हारे, दया की दृष्टि सदा ही रखना, तुम्ही हो बंधु सखा तुम. इन संस्कृत जैसे त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव बंधु च सखा त्वमेव विद्या. हाँ, यस, कि भगवान हम सबके माता है, पिता है. देखो, जिसका संबंध भगवान के साथ होगा, वन हु हैज रिलेशनशिप विद द सुप्रीम लॉर्ड, ही विल नेवर बी मिसिंग एनीथिंग. ही विल बी द मोस्ट फॉर्चुनेट, मोस्ट हैप्पी एंड मोस्ट सक्सेसफुल इन लाइफ. ठीक है, थैंक यू, विश ऑल द बेस्ट. एनी क्वेश्चंस एंड डाउट्स? How many of you have seen Bhagavad Gita? Have you seen Bhagavad Gita? Okay. A part of Mahabharata. Bhagavad Gita. I will request, advise or suggest in one time in life, at least once in life, to know your real self, to know your life, to know the whole universe, to know God. Please study small book of Bhagavad Gita one time in life. Will be बोलिए, क्या हुआ?
मानना कहते थे, आज की साइंस मानती थी कि पहले का मानना.
आपको सब बता दिया मैंने कि मॉडर्न साइंस हैज़ नो स्कोप टू टेल व्हाई डू वी टेक बर्थ, व्हाई डू वी डाई. वी वांट टू लिव फॉर ऑल टाइम, बट बॉडी कैनॉट लिव. व्हाई? मॉडर्न साइंस कैनॉट हेल्प. बट ऑल ऑफ वैदिक साइंसेस, see, modern science is based on human observation, but Vedic science is based on God. God has given that knowledge. To accept or not accept, first you should read first. What is that? अभी कुछ पता ही नहीं है, कुछ देखा ही नहीं है, हम बोलेंगे मानू कैसे? पहले देखो, फर्स्ट सी व्हाट इज गिवन. ठीक है, हाँ, प्लीज कीप इट. हाँ, यस. Why we are not conscious? Okay. इनका सवाल है, the question is why we are not conscious of the Supreme Lord? Because we don't have knowledge. First thing is we don't have knowledge. People are not conscious of soul also. They say, big scientists say, oh, soul is not there, only body is there. Eat, drink and enjoy. खाओ पियो मजा करो. बॉडी का भी सोचते हैं. जब ये ज्ञान नहीं है, one more thing, because of the sinful activities, because of sinful activities of drinking, intoxication, smoking, eating wrong food, gambling. So the consciousness is contaminated, and in the contaminated consciousness we cannot have that feelings of the Lord, even soul also. ठीक है? Any question? Anything else? Okay, I am one day in this campus. Tomorrow also I am there. Whole day I am there. If anybody has any questions and doubts, you can meet personally. Daytime. Okay? Thank you. Now dinner time. Wish you all the best. May God bless.
Thank you, sir.